to the advertising hoardings. Like Percival has been picked up. I thought for a bit he hadn't to his late arrival. It's thrown in by Obeng to the near post. Pogba's after it. Keeper takes it well. And Young runs out to the edge of the area. An early clearance is on to Kane, and it's a good kick. But Ashton should get there first. Kane's all over his back, and he's got a good header. And Ashton well to recover and volley it clear. Like Percival on the half end helps it down well. Wright does well to get a toe to it. He's got Pogba outside and feeds him in. Good ball now. And Pogba running at the fullback. He's got 3 men in the box. Pogba goes on the outside, drives, and a shot. Good save by Young. Great contact by Pogba, that. And Young acrobatically touched it over the bar.
Yeah, it was indeed. Not a lot on it seemed for Matthias Pogba. There were no Wrexham players really forward with him, so found himself a bit of space and unleashed a right foot shot. Nice height for Ryan Young, and he just tips it away for a corner. So it's a corner for Wrexham, which will be taken by Jamie Tolley, of course.
Anyway, it's a free kick in the centre circle. And Wrexham, after a rough start, are just having a little decent spell, just starting to get things going a little bit. Ashton will deliver the free kick. Telford this time, having left 2 up from a corner, have sent everyone back. Sharp is about 30 yards out from his own goal. And Kane, and that's about it. Anyway, Ashton dinks it in. To the edge of the 6-yard box. Crichton climbing, flicks it over the keeper. It's in! Wrexham take the lead! And I think at the far post, was it Clark or Harris who stole the goal off Crichton? I think it was going in anyway, but Clark stretches and gets his second goal for Wrexham. Lovely flick by Crichton. And Steve, last couple of minutes, Wrexham have just pulled themselves back into the game and earned that, haven't they?
Yeah, they have indeed. As you said before, it was a rough start to the game for Wrexham. They've slowly worked their way into it. They've played their patient game. And Joe Clark just touching that home. Reward for getting his new contract, which he signed, of course, and thoroughly deserved. And Joe Clark gets a goal, and that set the travelling hordes behind the in the Frank Naggington stand behind Josh Maibi's goal. Absolutely ballistic.
Making a hell of a lot of noise. I said we couldn't read the Telford player shirts, and it was a Wrexham player I couldn't identify. I'm a class act, I am. Newton had come in narrow, finds Trainer. He helps it on to Davis, rolls it to the edge of the area. Telford building well again. Kane now, as Ashton isolated, comes inside, then goes round the outside, hits the goal line, swings a good cross to the far post, headed towards goal, hit the post, comes back out, and it's driven, hits Miebi's chest off a ricochet, and Clark gets it partly away. Shot comes in again and goes over. Steve picked the bones out of that. Wrexham's so lucky to survive.
Yeah, they were indeed. Far post header first of all came across Miebi, hit the post, came out. Shot came in and he just stood there and the ball hit him on the shoulder. He didn't move his hands towards it at all, and then finally it was blasted over the bar. So yeah, lucky escape really there from for Wrexham. But I'm a bit worried about Neil Ashton, Mark. He's not having his usual accomplished game, and again he got skinned too easy there by Kane. That cross came back in, and when he does get the ball, he's not doing anything sort of positive with it. He's giving it away far too often, and Wrexham got to keep an eye on Neil Ashton. When the ball's coming on our defence, we're giving it away too easily, and they've really got to get a grip on themselves. They're going to find themselves in trouble in this game, Wrexham.
Clever pass by Clark, finds Spate down the left, and he's beaten his man. Good work, cuts into the box. Can he drive a shot? He does. It's deflected, spins just behind Harris at the far post, 6 yards out. That was great work by Spate and very nearly a tap-in for Harris. 2-man wall to negotiate. So Wrexham fans behind the goal are willing Ashton to put something decent in. Clark lurks on the edge. Everyone else is in there, apart from the 2 fullbacks on the halfway line. Ashton feeds it cleverly to Space, who mishits it 6 yards out. That was a real chance. Defender nearly left the ball behind him then, but that was a repeat of that Darlington goal, and it nearly worked.
With him, Mark. It was a neat free kick, and it's a long throwing going to be taken by Curtis Obeng, but this has become a real blood and thunder, the old traditional Boxing Day type local derby, classic sort of, not a lot of quality on the field, but my goodness, there's some tackles and some action going in.
Obeng with a long throw then. Crichton at the near post is the target. He jumps and it's flicked on by the defender and headed in! Jake Spate puts Wrexham 2 up. A predatory finish. The long throw came off a defender and Spate, stooping at the far post, heads it across the keeper into the bottom right corner. He has not been booked, Steve, don't worry, because he's having a hell of a celebration. The ref's staying away from it, mind. The Wrexham fans going crazy behind the goal. But that was a sharp finish by Spate, wasn't it?
It was indeed. Jake Spate moved quicker. The Telford defence were a bit slow there, and he got in there and just headed the ball neatly into the bottom corner. Wrexham 2 goals up, and I'm not really sure they perhaps deserve to be 2 goals up, if I'm honest, Mark, but they've taken their chances, whereas Telford really haven't.
You're absolutely right. That is the difference between the two sides. Samuels with the ball in his hands, throws it back into midfield to find Adams, who's played of industry in midfield. Poor ball that though, and now Clark can break here. Wright is asking for it down the flank. Clark feeds it to Pogba behind him. Pogba accelerates over the half end, feeds it out to Wright, right hand side. Pogba in support, but nobody else. Wright carries it down the wing, hits the goal line, pulls in the cross, and Pogba misses an open goal. Oh dear, complete open goal from 2 yards out. Wright did brilliantly, he rolled it across, it was on a plate. The keeper lunged and missed it, and Pogba somehow put it wide to the far post. Unbelievable.
Yeah, it's a good job it is Christmas and the DVDs and the gaffs have already been done, because it looked easier to put that in from where Matthias Pogba was. Great play by Danny Wright.
Be a cruel way to end your game. It's worked hard, Pogba, but oh dear. Total open goal there from a couple of yards out. Oh, it's a good header, it's won by Ashton. The crowd shouting for a foul by him. It was a terrific piece of work. Samuels has it and rolls it inside. That's a hopeful ball. Tolly, good strength, holds off his man, works it wide. Obeng accelerates past his man, crosses the halfway line. Pogba's going wide for him. Obeng runs into the space. Pogba creates, plays a good ball to Pogba on the edge of the box. Now chance to cross, hits the goal line, swings it in. It's blocked though. Obeng was taken out after the ball had gone and wasn't happy with it. Referee rightly played on. Tolly has it right hand side, finds Pogba taking on Valentine, isolated, fakes to go inside, does go inside, then back on his right foot, hits the goal line, his cross is blocked, Tolly's after it, first time shot isn't far over. That was a great contact by Tolly from the edge of the area. You look a bit less impressed than me though, Steve.
Well, I'm not disputing the contact, and it's going to be Jake Spate who's coming off for Adrian Cieslewicz, and well, he is the furthest player away, as is the want for Wrexham substitutions. Samuels
carrying it down the flank, 35 yards out. Wrexham plenty of men in position behind the ball. Samuels swings in across dangerously, chested down, and Miyabi parries. It was Sharp who attacked it. Now if he's appealing, he was impeded by Crichton. I didn't really think so, but certainly he got in front of Crichton too easily, and it was a decent chance.
Yeah, it was. Chris Sharp will be disappointed with that, I think, because he did well. He got inside Mark Crichton. That's the first time, really, Telford strikers got themselves into a really good position in the penalty area, and he should have done better with that. Nice flick on by Pogba. Danny Wright's clear. Danny Wright checks back inside on his right foot. And a fine save by Ryan Young, diving to his left. But a lovely flick on there by Matthias Pogba. Danny Wright, Telford fans' favourite player, got onto the ball, checked back inside. Not the most powerful of shots with his right foot, but low and hard, and well, Ryan Young did well. Block between his foot and his left hand and his left foot.
In the end, it's Sharp doing well to switch to the right-hand side. Brown brings it down, pokes it straight to Keats. He feeds Pogba, and Wrexham can break once more. Pogba bursting to the middle. Wright has gone out wide on the left-hand side. Pogba feeds him in right now, taking on Killock. Left side of the box, goes on the outside of him, drives a shot, hits the post, drops down and spins away. Tremendous strike by Wright, and the keeper had no chance.
Yeah, it was. Danny Wright certainly, the last 15-20 minutes he's come to the fore. Danny Wright, it was a good effort, cut inside, right foot shot, no chance for Ryan Young, hit the angle of the post and the crossbar, I think. It's a long range shot which Jos Maibi treated like a bar of soap there and joggled it up. Fortunately no Telford player was following it in, but can do without that this late stage. Thank you, Jos. The Wrexham fans' hearts in their mouths.
Maibi got there first. That's a good ball down the line by him to Cieslewicz. Cieslewicz bursts between two men, good play, and then falls over because he was tripped, was he? That's got to be a yellow. It's Trainer, he's gone, I think. Trainer walks straight to the dugouts. And Trainer will be suspended for the game against Wrexham on New Year's Day. He's worked hard in midfield, Trainer, but he got involved with Tolly, and he's paid the price.